I want you to go around and just talk to somebody, make a new friend in the next 2 minutes and talk to somebody that how have you been blessed? All right. So get up and just go and make a new friend right now, everybody. Just and make a new friend. Make a new friend quickly. Talk to somebody, talk to somebody, talk to somebody. All right, you may be seated. Clap your hands for the iYES band. All right. We're going to take off. I think I want the ushers to really arrange the people well before. All right, so those upstairs, can you come down and let's fill in there? Unless there are no seats on the lower ground. Can you please help me, Pastor Isaac? Can you please just check it for me? All right. Say amen. All right. So, before we take off, I just want to have a quick interaction for 5 minutes on something that I'm going to just ask people about it. How many of you know that something happened to us, the whole world, in 2020? Something called COVID-19. Let me see your hand, please. All right. I'm just going to ask a question, which that's the only thing that I'm going to do. I'm going to ask you, what lessons have you learned from COVID-19? What lessons have you learned from COVID-19? Don't just say it came to kill people. No, you should learn some things from it. And I'm going to ask people to come, and I want you to learn. Listen to me. There's a platform that has changed lives. It's a platform that has changed lives. So we see a whole lot of, I've seen, listen to me, I've seen young people. Someone came for iYES, I think, 2017. And I can boldly tell you, the guy is a millionaire now. You won't clap your hands because you don't understand what a millionaire is. And listen, you can be in school and still be doing well. Just by the information you receive. That's why we bring people that you can't see them. You only see them on TV. But we bring them so that you have a one-on-one interaction with them. And over the years, there have been testimonies. That's why we keep doing it all the time. So I want somebody to leave here. Today's the last night. I woke up today and I said, I even feel that we are about to start. Richmond has been, Rich, come here. Richmond came for the first iYES. And if you know what he's doing now, Richmond, I want you to tell us what you do now. I know you are one of the most influential young people. I want you to tell us what iYES has done for you.
Okay, thank you very much, Pastor Brian. And good morning, everyone. I came to iYES in 2015.
Yeah.
I think the first edition at UPSA. There's an auditorium down there. That's where we held the first edition. So I came with my friends and all that. We came to meet Sonny Badu. We came to meet some powerful speakers who spoke to us. And, that time we were very angry for success. As a young man who is coming up, looking at your background, looking at so many things, it's not perfect. But we needed someone who is willing to give us the kind of information that will transform our lives. So iYES is a platform that, we make decisions based on information we receive or information we have. The reason why we say a shirt is white is because when we were kids, they used to tell us this is color white, color white, color white. So it has been in our mind, and we know that that is white. What will transform us in saying that that color is not color white is by receiving another information which will let us know that, actually there's another color which is cream or which is off-white, which can also be in the colors of white. So the information received from iYES, and from 2015 to today, amazing speakers, extraordinary impact, and it keeps growing. The most important thing is get something, listen to these speakers, and I believe there's something one of them is doing which you learn from, which you take from, and I believe, even I was in school then, I was in JIJ then, when I came in contact with Pastor Brian and all that, and I've been consistent from 2015 to today. So,
Rich, tell them what you do now.
Okay, so I run a communications firm, RAD Communications Limited. We do events. We do the National Communications Awards, National Governance Business Leadership Awards, Eminence Awards, the STEM Woman Project, a couple of programs, and our first event, the National Com Summit, I think EcoBank, Mr. Edward back there, EcoBank partnered our first program, and we held it at the EcoBank head office. And it has been amazing. It has been an amazing journey. We are still in the process. We are not where we want to be, but we also know where we used to be. The most important thing is we've made progress. And that's what the iYES information, iYES is about. Thank you very much, Pastor Brian.
Come on. You are next in line. Listen, you are next in line. Richmond is doing so well. You have no idea. So I'm just going to call these people. What has COVID? I want a student. Are you a student? No, you're not. You're a student. Come. Oh, you're the one that speaks that nice English. Okay. Microphone, please. What have you learned from COVID-19?
Thank you very much. Good morning, everybody. Please, I'm Ohini Asante. With regards to Pastor Brian's question, I have learned something which is very, very important, I think, to all young people. COVID-19 came to Ghana, I think, 12th March in the University of Ghana community. And the following year, our Vice Chancellor declared the message to the university community that all non-resident students should keep being in the house, and also those in the campus, faculty or teaching activities are ceased. 3 days later, the University of Ghana computing system launched the University of Ghana Learning Management System. And what I have learned from that is that we have to adjust to time. Time changes with regards to seasons, and also there are so many dynamisms in life. There is this Adinkra symbol called Emre Dane, and if you go to every palace, you will see that symbol, meaning that kingdoms and ruling and leadership changes with regards to time. About 10 years ago, the president who is on seat now is not the one who was there. And with regards to what I was talking about, we started learning on virtual platforms. Our professors who were born before computer started downloading Zoom. Most of us did not know that there was something called Zoom, there was something called Google Meet. We started adjusting ourselves to virtual life. And through that, I have gotten to learn so many things. Last year, I was here at iYES, and Madame Patricia Obunai came, and in her speech, she talked about design thinking. She said, it's not everything that sometimes you have to intentionally or you go and pay money to learn. So she had design thinking, and she going to learn about it. So I also went to Google and know what is called design thinking. I learned design thinking. I was introduced to cloud computing and Microsoft Azure. Currently, I'm one of the research assistants to Noguchi Memorial Institute Research Laboratory. And I'm applying the knowledge of design thinking to do data simulation.
So what has iYES done for you?
Currently, iYES has introduced a lot of things to me. It has showed me how to speak in public. Because trust me, at first when I'm speaking in public, I'm shivering, and you see my nerves are all shivering. But I went there and sit behind my laptop and Google how to speak in public. So I started learning on YouTube. I started Google and learning all those things. And I'm just saying this. This generation, we have no excuse to be unemployed. You can't come to UPSA and do Bachelor of Business Administration. And according to UPSA curriculum, you do what we call business planning, business environment, corporate intelligence, and business diplomacy. And you graduate 4-year bachelor degree, you go and sit there, you say, I'm unemployed. What is the essence of the business administration you did? You can create something for yourself. And I'm sharing this with other young people. You are not too young to lead, and you are not too young to do what you actually believe in. From what I'm seeing, we young people are going to change the world, and the world belongs to young people.
Give it up. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Let me see you. after the first session, all right?
Thank you very
What's
much.
your name again?
I'm Ohene Asante.
Clap your hands for Henny. Let me call a lady because of time. I just want to call one lady. I'm going to tell us what you've learned from COVID-19. COVID-19. Don't just say, I learned how to wear nose mask. I learned how to use hand sanitizers. What have you learned from it? The lady, all right, over there. Clap your hands for. Lift your hands, shout, I will. The energy is low. Shout, I will. I can. And I must. All right, go ahead.
Thank you so much, sir. My name is Karen Korti, and COVID-19 has taught me a lot of lessons, and vital amongst them is to plan ahead of life. COVID came to us as a surprise. Most of us weren't prepared for the pandemic and the lockdown, staying at home, doing nothing. I was in SHS, my final year in SHS then. I had to come home on the 22nd of April, 2020. Coming home, it was boring because you just wake up, eat, sleep, go through your textbook, eat, sleep, and it was just like that. Growing up, I had some books I was writing, some poems I had written, and others. And during the time of the pandemic, I got time to really do more research on how to be a better writer and how to, put words together to make more sense than I have done previously. And I can say today that I have a book yet to be published. It's called Afi, The Story of a Little Girl. So it's a story I've written thanks to the COVID-19 pandemic and the lockdown that sent us home. I have that book yet to be published, and it's good.
Clap your hands. I'm going to pay for the publishing for you. Yes, I'm going to do that. I'm going to pay. This lady came for us. Come here, Karen. And a lot of things has changed. We also supported her financially. What people don't know is that we don't just give you the information. If we just look at what you can put on the table, we can put money and invest in you. And this is a testimony. So I'm going to do that. That is my promise to you. Clap your hands for Karen. Is there any other person that want to do it so that we just go on with our first speaker? You've been asking questions okay, come here. Yes. Okay, no, I want this young guy. Come here. Wow, come. You came all the way from Togo. Wow. To Port Français?
Actually, in the border of Togo.
The border of Togo,
Yes.
okay.
All the way northeast, Bunkpurugu.
Okay.
When I heard of
Yes.
iYES and it was about youth empowerment, I said I won't sit. I gathered all courage and bought the bus. It wasn't easy till I came. Some of the students received me at their hostel because I realized during COVID-19, everything was shattered. We are growing up, want to have the potential to do what is in you to the society, but back there is different. And I realized that when I came here, my eyes have been opened, and I know I will be one of the first, not millionaire, a billionaire in the north. I've received an information that have cleared my eyes.
Why are you not clapping?
And I know God is going to do it. God is going to do it. The spiritual aspect, the lecturing and enlightenment aspect.
Wow.
And I'll plead that day, if this program will be organized in the north, we will stand and it will bring men up. Wow. Because we have really suffered for long and this is the solution. Thank you, Daddy.
You. Wow. We have suffered for long and this is the solution. Today, there is one influential billionaire who is going to speak. He is going to be our last speaker. He touched down yesterday with his private jet, came purposely for iYES, and he's come to impart on us. Listen, why I'm doing this, I want to see young people break barriers. Shout, it is possible. All right, please talk. What's your name? And how old are you? Hold,
15.
can you hold it, please?
I'm 15.
15. Whoa. Who invited you for iYES?
I've been watching for the past 2 years. However,
You've been watching for the past 2 years.
yes, and I was informed too. I'll be writing my BEC. So my father said when I completed, I will come. I completed last year.
So your dad told you that when you complete
Completed.
BEC,
Yes,
you will come for
okay.
iYES,
Yes.
and you are here.
Yes. So for the past 2 days, I've been consistent.
Okay. Can you say something? Yeah.
Okay, so COVID was a blessing in disguise, and I was actually a talkative from birth, and I would always help my teachers in marking and writing their notes. So when the COVID came, I had to go. We all had to go home, and I was doing nothing. So I decided to utilize my talent, which is writing books, storybooks, saying poetry, motivating people, because some of my friends got the COVID.
Yeah.
Yes, so I had to motivate them. And last year, I got a special award from my school, Leadership in Excellence. Yes, last year. So COVID told me and taught me how to gain leadership skills, help people, try to solve people's problems. So yes.
Wow. Clap your hands. Come, let Auntie Obobia give him money. Dash him money for me. I want you as part of the iYES team. And who else? Yourself, okay? I want you to get me the number. We are calling for 100 volunteers because of how the vision is going. So if you are here and you want to be a volunteer, you're watching online, I want you to take a picture of it, just take a screenshot and send your name. We are calling for 100 volunteers. If you're watching online and you live in Accra and you want to be a volunteer, send your name to this WhatsApp number now. Tell somebody now. All right, exactly 100. If we exceed 100 people, we are going to cut it. But if you want to be a volunteer, please send your number now because of how. And in the month of June, we are going to have iYES USA. Maybe you'll be next in line to go with us. All right. One thing that COVID has taught me. I have a lot of things. I have over 20 things. But hear this. God has the final say in your life. Never forget this. Number 2, always save money. Always save money. That's why yesterday we had to bring Mr. Paul Manti here to teach us how to save money and invest wisely. You can be a student and you can still be saving. Always save money. Always save money. I want to say this to every young person. Even if you are 9 years old, this guy started coming when he was 13. He is 15 now. And look at how he can articulate his English, has learned leadership skills at the age of 15. If 13, hear this, if 13-year-old boys are killing people, you heard it in the news, Kasua area, whatever, money rituals, you can be a 13-year-old millionaire. It is possible just by the information you receive. So this last day, don't get up, don't go out. Just be glued to your chair. Make sure you are writing and listening to. This morning we have one of the finest speakers, Honorable Sam George. And I know that somebody's life will be imparted. Lift your hands, shout, I will. Oh, I can't finish. Shout, I will, I can, and I must. And you don't, can you please come? Yes. You don't ignore the spiritual aspect of it. We started iYES 2015 in some small auditorium here. It was just like a handful of people of this side. Hear this. Why I'm telling, if you're watching online and you got to be at the National Youth all night, people are coming with buses all over. Not knowing that during that time, 2015, I was preaching and I gave my tie to this young, handsome man. And I just released a word. Hear this, I just released a word. That this tie stands for dominion and leadership. Never seen him again. 2015. He walked to me yesterday and said, you might not know me, but you gave me your tie and said, this stands for leadership. As we speak now, he's the deputy youth organizer for the NDC. Oh, he needs a standing ovation. Let's give it to him. Let's clap our hands. The same way you might be the next president of Ghana. Shout, it is possible. Shout, I will, I can, and I must. Please take your seat. Can you say something?
Thank you.
And everything. All right.
Okay. My name is Edem Agbana, and I'm the Deputy National Youth Organizer of the NDC.
Not regional, national.
National.
Wow.
Yes. So in 2015, I've always been passionate about leadership and youth empowerment programs like yours. So in 2015, I was invited by a friend to the iYES conference. It was a small room at UPSA. And so when you were preaching, you were wearing a white shirt and a tie. At a point, you're losing the tie, maybe to allow you to preach the way you wanted. Then you walked up to me and you actually put it on my neck and said it was a symbol of influence, leadership, authority, and dominion. My friends do remember this day. And so I follow you online, but I've never attended any of your programs. But your big brother, Pastor Daniel Amwatin, and I are always in touch. Wow. And so yesterday I was very privileged that I had the opportunity to remind you of that day. I'm sure when you watch the videos of the 2015 event, you would see that a tiny little boy.
How many of you believe that this man can become the next president of Ghana? It's very possible. So listen, you don't despise people. There might be somebody sitting, so from Wednesday, I get a microphone and I intentionally tell you, go make a new friend. You might be making friends with the next president of Ghana. But there are some girls, I won't give you my number, I won't give you my number. And Prophet Kofi Drobe said, Jimina. To go home, feel free. All right, feel free. Thank you so much. It's a great honor. And listen, this woman hadn't even started iYES. I walked to her and I said, this is what God said I should do. And she has supported. Listen, even that day, 2015, when I was coming for iYES, it was her car. Her car. She gave me her car. Oh, you won't clap. Her car. Yes, please get up and let them see your beautiful self. Oh. And she invited him for this year's one. This thing don't happen. It was just a small hall, but she had believed in the vision of young people. And not just a car. She would call me and say, Pastor Brian, take this money. Go and pay for this. Go and pay for that. And here we are. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. We have LMGH in the house to give us a wonderful ministration. And right after, we're going to have our first speaker. Let's give it up for LMGH. By the way, I have a few copies of my book, 20 Things to Avoid in Your 20s. 20 Things to Avoid in Your 20s. Just get a copy. We have a few copies left. So make sure you go to the back and get a copy. It's, okay, I think EcoBank has a deal with us. Please come and say it. EcoBank has a deal. It's 20 cities, but EcoBank is doing something special for us. So can you please tell us?
Good morning. So I've been here already, and I mentioned we have a youth banking unit in EcoBank, so we are so passionate about the youth. Today, what we're going to do is that there's a wealth of knowledge in this book, right? So far as you have an EcoBank mobile app, you can scan at 50% discount. So far as you have an EcoBank mobile app, you scan this at 50%. And then you get a copy. So please take advantage of this opportunity, and I believe your life will never be the same. Thank you very much.
1, 2. Oh, good morning to you all. Hope you're having a great time. So I'm about to serenade you with some music. Okay, so this one is This Year by Mr. Drew. Hope you know this one. This year. Are you ready? Let's go. If you know the song, then sing along, okay? Everybody, let's go. Everybody, 1. Okay, we have black cherry fans here. Okay, let's do this one.
Yeah,